Bye. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, your daily cryptocurrency blockchain aggregated news show on YouTube. Look, it's going to be drinking. Look, it's going to be smoking. Look, there is going to be all manner of swearing. So you've been warned. You have been warned. So look, here I come. In 3, 2, 1. Bye. Welcome, everybody. Black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Bye. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. My name is Shomari Clarke. Welcome to Cryptocurrency Blockchain News, the greatest show on earth. Bang, bang, bang. And if you didn't know, the greatest show in the multiverse, fuckstick. Bye. Greatest show in the daggone multiverse. Bye. We have a great show for you today.
Oh, yeah, we got a great one.
Look, of course it's great. This is the greatest show in the multiverse, so every show I do must be great. Some are just greater than others. That's how it works here. They're all great, but some are just greater than others. And look, today we have a great one for you. All right, so all right, let's get to reality here, though. All right, guys, so look.
Oh, yeah, the greatness. I'm about to hit you with the greatness. Biatch.
All right, guys. Seriously, though, well, that is serious. Maybe not the greatest show on the earth, but I tell you, compared to any YouTube show you'll ever meet, yeah, this give you the behind-the-scenes shit, fuckstick. You ain't going to hear about custody and stuff over there. All right, look, let's get to the show, guys. What do you have for us, Shomari? What are you going to talk to us about, Shomari? Look, settle down, brother. So, all right, so I told you we were going to do all right, so let's just, let me read them to you and then I'll tell you. Gensler, futures ETF, not spot market. So what people are saying, all right, so you better stick around. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to ruin the story. I always give the spoiler alerts at the beginning of the show. But Gensler, futures ETF, not spot market ETF, and I'm going to explain that in depth in a second when we get around to it. And then, so this today's show should be called Crypto Blockchain News Weekly Wrap-Up, American Regulator Edition. So this is the American Regulator Edition of the Weekly Crypto Wrap-Up, guys. Pretty much it's all Gensler. Well, not all, but half of it. All right, and so the next story is going to be Gensler. He gave his sort of vision of the crypto market, and he talks about trading, the exchanges, Bitcoin ETFs. Can't even read my own writing. There's another word here, but I can't read it. So look, and then we're going to talk about. Sorry. So I told you guys that there's sort of a thing going on between the Cftc and the SEC here in America. Cftc, that's the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, and the SEC is the Securities and Exchange Commission. And so we're going to read about this. The CFTC guy says that the SEC has no authority over crypto assets. Oh, we'll see about that. And that's the argument part, okay? And then finally, I told you how it works here in America. Yeah, money talks here in America. It's not like your country where you're from, where people do things just for the good of society. Now, here in America, they do good. They do whatever the money guys say. And so, bye. Fidelity is talking with the regulators for mainstream crypto asset adoption. Bye. 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 So let's get to it, guys. Bye. You know how we do what we do. Let's get over here and let's get to the market overview. See what the market's up to. Market's up to. So you get over here with a buy, and then we go over here and we do a little bit of refresh. Look. Price of Bitcoin, $43,388. All righty. When I left you yesterday, oh, for real? Oh, that's a bunch of bullshit. When I left you yesterday, we're at $43,340. Well, we're still gone up. So we've gone up $48. That's the smallest amount I've ever read here before. Remember, I used to tell you guys, like, if Bitcoin doesn't go up or down over $500, personally, I just figure to me, it hasn't moved. $48, that's the smallest amount that we've ever seen it move in a day here. All right, whatever. All right, top 10 of the day, brothers and sisters. Top 10, you know who they are. The daggone usual suspects. Daggone miscreants. Nope. Top 10 of the day. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance Coin, Cardano, XRP, Dogecoin, USD Coin, Polkadot, and where's my mouse? And Uniswap. Let's look at the market moves of the day. Single digits up, single digits down. Oh, not hiccups now. Single digits up, single digits down. Oh, V-Chain, you settle down. You settle down. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Holy, it's all really just single digits down today. Single digits up, single digits down. Single digits up, single digits down. Two. Single digits up, two. Single digits down. All right, then. It's pretty much single digits down all the way. All right, let's see who lost money today. You see anything on here? Like, go get it because it's on sale. Everybody. Bang. Top 10 losers. Phantom, Cbnews, SushiSwap, Theta, Ox, Nexo, Quant, Tezos, OKB, and Engine Coin. Let's see who made the most money today. All right, top 10 gainers. Shinfin Network, Hollow, Decred. What's going on here? Helium, Elron, Qtum, BitTorrent, DAI, Terra USD, and Binance USD. All right, so you know it's Saturday. Well, it's not Saturday. It's actually Sunday, but you know how we do on the weekly wrap-up show? We look at who lost the most and made the most for the week. So let's see what the top 10 losers of the week are. Whoops. Bang! Not much losses there, as to be expected. Top 10 losers. Quant, Telcoin, Amp, Theta Fuel, Unacidlio, IOTA, Flow, Swissborg, Cycom, and Dash. Let's see who made the most money this week. This should be pretty robust. Bang! Yes, as I suspected. Look, top 10 gainers of the week. Voyager Token, Ravencoin, Qtum, Internet Computer, Elrond, BitTorrent, Hollow, Shinfin Network, and Uniswap. Oh, my bad. Uniswap and FTX token. There we go. There's 10. All right, let's look at the total market cap. All right. Look, total market cap is $1.752 trillion. While after yesterday, we were at $1.758 trillion. So we've gone down $0.006 trillion. Let's see what the 24-hour volume is. Bang! Those are the numbers I'm talking about. Stay up above this 100. All right, total volume today, $102.2 billion. Well, if yesterday we were at $104.2 billion, so we've gone down $2 billion. All right. All righty. Let's get to the stories. Bang! Gensler. Preference for Bitcoin futures products is likely bad news for a spot Bitcoin ETF. So, yes. Yeah. The SEC, so let's read the byline. The SEC's chairman comments this week are causing issuers to readjust their expectation for the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF. Now, I don't agree with this. So I guess I'm saying I don't agree with what Gensler's thinking is here. I don't really understand it. But basically what's happening is, well, hold on. Just let me get a sip and then we'll just read it. So I just want you to read it from his mouth and then we'll yap about it later. I mean, don't worry, it doesn't affect our money. But just, we're going to get, this is geeky. We're going to get market geeky today. You're going to be with me behind the curtains of markets and how they really work and everything. All right. So let's check it out. Look at them. Well, now first we got to look at them. Bang! Big brains. All right. You always have to admire those brains when we see them.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler's comments this week have some digital asset managers realizing that the excitement in the first half of the year for a true Bitcoin exchange-traded fund may have been premature. I don't like to hear this, but I got to read it to you, right? In remarks at the Aspen Security Forum on Tuesday, Gensler noted that he would be partial to ETFs based on Bitcoin futures traded on the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So you who've been here, we all know that Chicago Mercantile Exchange launched Bitcoin futures back in, November 2017. We've had these for a long time. So he says that, all right, let me read it, and then I'm going to break it down for you, then I'll break it down. I think his comments are pretty clear that a pure spot Bitcoin ETF isn't coming soon, and that futures, this is the bitch, and that futures products would potentially be considered. Stephen McClurg, Chief Investment Officer for Valkyrie, which has filed an application with the SEC for Bitcoin ETF, I think it's certainly going to direct our conversations and our product roadmap. So don't worry, sit around. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you what this all means in a second, okay? Let's just read it first, and then I'll do the yapping. I don't want to confuse you any more than you probably already are. Look, while many in the crypto world suspected that Gensler would favor investment vehicles that include Bitcoin futures, this is the first time that Gensler has confirmed his preference explicitly. He's confirmed his preference, says James Seyfarth, ETF research analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence. Some industry participants have said that this could lead to a spate of applications that include Bitcoin futures. Good, as it should. On Thursday, Atlanta-based asset manager Invesco applied for an ETF that would include exposure to futures, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, and Canadian ETFs. Grayscale is whatever. So the benefit of prioritizing Bitcoin futures over Bitcoin spot ETFs is unclear. Exactly. Why? Why are you... So let me explain to you what's happening now. Actually, this is a good time to explain, now that this guy said it. So what they're saying is Gensler, what happened is, Big Brains, he said, all right, how do I say this? He said he's down for approving, because he's the commissioner. Wow, it's a voting thing, but he's down for ETFs that hold, you know what an ETF is? An exchange-traded fund. A fund is a basket of assets. You put the shit in the fund and sell it. So he says that he is more inclined to approve a Bitcoin fund that has futures contracts in it. All right? Not spot market price. So, which is stupid, I think, but let's just get to I'm going to just teach you about the whole thing. Right? So the futures contracts from the CME, he's saying, yeah, if you put that in a Bitcoin ETF, I'll probably approve it. He said it, and we're going to read it right here. But for some reason, he's saying spot market Bitcoin, I'm not down with. Which, like it says right here, right? This guy, McClurg, he says the spot ETFs, it's unclear. Why is he doing that? Like, why is he saying that? Which is the truth. If you're going to put futures contracts, Bitcoin futures contracts, which is a contract that tracks the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin goes up, the contract goes up, Bitcoin goes down, the contract goes down. Well, what's the problem with the spot market, right? Spot market is what you and I buy on. In other words, when you pay your price for the asset you want, yeah, you get it on the spot, right? That's the spot market. You get it right then and there. Whereas a futures contract is you're sort of betting on the price and then you get the asset in the future, or you get paid out in cash, right? So you can either have a cash settled futures or a physically settled futures. And so, what's his name? Gensler is sort of saying, I'm down with the spot market. I'm down with the futures ETFs, but not so much the spot market, which is a little strange. But all right, so let's read. It's a really bizarre world where you can launch an ETF. Exactly, this is crazy. Listen to this. It's a pretty bizarre world where you can launch a Bitcoin ETF in Canada. U.S. people can buy it through their brokerages, and you can create a U.S. ETF that includes Canadian ETFs, but a Bitcoin ETF isn't available in Canada. Right, those ETFs that are, in the U.S., those ETFs that are in Canada, Americans can buy that shit. Not all of them, but if you've got the right brokerage account, you can, right? So what that guy's saying is, we don't understand why an American is allowed to buy a Canadian ETF built out of spot market Bitcoin, but you're not allowed to do it here in America yet. We're being left behind is what he's saying. What the fuck? We're being left behind. So Gensler may believe that an investment vehicle based on federally regulated Bitcoin futures may offer more regulatory cushion than one based on Bitcoin from spot exchanges that are regulated on a state-to-state basis. So what that means is that, and I get that. That's true. It's true. Right now, the spot market in crypto, I've taught you about this, I've told you about this already on this channel, is a patchwork system. Here in America, well, I told you this story already, so let's look at it this way. I'll just tell you from my own example. I live in Florida, South Beach, Florida. And when Binance US first came to America, yeah, I wasn't allowed to use it. Right? Whereas, Edwin, one of the brothers up in New Jersey, yeah, he was on Binance, bang, bang, looking, having a good old time. Right? Because each state in America is sort of its own little fiefdom, its own little fucking country. Right? And that's what they're saying here is that, and so now I want to tell you something. So, but the futures market here in America, CME futures, that's federally regulated. So anyone can buy those. Anyone can play with those. It doesn't matter what the fuck your state government says. They are already federally regulated. And so anyone can use those. And that's, and that's why we keep on talking on this channel about federal regulation, right? Because we want this space regulated for the whole country so that market masters, hedge fund guys, banksters, all of them can just all come in from anywhere in the country, right? We don't want it state by state. Here in Louisiana, you're allowed to do this. Here in Texas, you're allowed to do that. Here in New York, you're allowed to do that, but not allowed to do that. There in California, allowed to do this, but not that, right? No, we want it federally regulated, so it just lays down the law. This is it for the whole country. Bang. You know what I'm saying? All right. So look, I don't really, so on a state-by-state basis, he said that Seifert noted. So he says, I don't really buy that because there's a definitive relationship between spot Bitcoin and the futures market. So no matter what you do here, there's going to be some overlap-related markets, Seifert said. I think the biggest thing here is that it's basically a delay. Exactly. And so what this guy's trying to say is he's saying that Gensler is purposely delaying the approval of a Bitcoin ETF because he wants the federal regulations. And so because the spot market is what I told you, right? Like, here's your Bitcoin. Now you buy it on the spot. If Bitcoin is, let's look at the price of Bitcoin. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Shit. 1 second. Anyway, let me just show you. So look, the price of Bitcoin right now is Let's see what it is. Oh, I have it right on the paper. What, you fucking idiot? All right, 43. I forgot that on the paper right in front of me. 43,000 and change, right? And so what this guy is saying is that if you make an ETF out of the spot market price, $43,388, well, the price of Bitcoin goes up and down. And the ETF will go up and down. And it's the same as if you put a futures contract in the ETF. Well, the futures contract, here's Bitcoin, tracks the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, the futures contract goes up. Bitcoin goes down, the futures contract goes up. So what this guy's trying to say is, I love big brains, but basically what this guy's saying is, big brains is talking some bullshit. Why are you going to allow the ETFs to have futures contracts in it when you're not going to allow them to have the spot market Bitcoin in it, because it's tracking the same asset. The same price is the same price. Like, what the hell, right? All right. All right, guys. So you guys get it, right? All right. I hope so. Look. Where were we? Right. So historically, institutions have flocked to closed-end funds such as GBTC or trading Bitcoin futures on the CME, Seifert said. Bitcoin futures are growing, and they're growing at a healthy clip, but they still don't see anywhere near GBTC trading, Seifert said. We're talking about $25 billion in GBTC after a drawdown and trading at a discount. Aside from surveys showing that investors want a Bitcoin ETF, MicroStrategy's stock acting as a proxy for a Bitcoin ETF is also evidence that the market wants an investment vehicle based on Bitcoin's spot price. In other words, based on the price on the spot market where you and I buy. That's where they want it from, not from a futures contract. Blah, 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 blah. So, here on Saturdays, we don't read every word. I skip through. I just want to make sure that you get the proper points. So he says that, McGlurk says that, I would argue that a futures ETF is not as safe for retail investors, given that futures don't always accurately track what's happening in the spot market. Exactly. The spot market is so accurate because, well, it's all of us buying off of each other, right? Whereas the futures market, there's other, all right. Fuck. I shouldn't have went down this road because now I have to explain something. But other things happen in the futures market because, guys are making bets in the future. That's why it's called a futures market, because you get paid out in the future. And so it doesn't accurately reflect the spot price, which is what everyone's paying right now, this very second, on the spot. You see, that's what the spot market is. We pay right now and we get the asset right now at the price we paid. Whereas a futures contract, well, it's a little more fuzzy. The prices are a little more fuzzy. So after Gensler's comments this week, it's likely that the SEC will continue to approve Bitcoin futures mutual funds applications and then approve ETFs based on Bitcoin futures, Seifert said. So we've been reading about that, right? All of these banks, I've told you the difference between an ETF and private funds. Yeah, the SEC has been approving private fucking funds, right? Private funds are already getting approved, right? But they won't do an ETF yet, at least not one based on the spot market, right? All right. So the benefit of mutual fund is that if they get out of control or the size gets too big or whatever happens, you can close a mutual fund, but you can't close an ETF. Which is true, right? A mutual fund, you have to apply to be in a mutual fund so they know who owns it. If I'm the fund master, I know that 007, J. Will, and Edwin own my fund. And if for whatever reason my fund fucks up, yeah, well, I know who to give the money back to, right? All right, J. Will, here's your money. Here, 007, here's your money. Here, Edwin, here's your money. But on an ETF, well, you don't know because it's exchange traded. So it could be anyone. Hold on, someone's at my door. I'll be right back. Bang. All right. Whoops. Shit. Bang. There we were. Sorry. All right, guys. So what were we talking about here? So, oh yeah, this Gensler thing. So yeah. So spot market, future market, right? Let's continue on. So after Gensler's comments this week, it's likely that the SEC will continue to approve Bitcoin futures mutual funds applications and then approve ETF. Holy hiccups. Approve ETFs based on Bitcoin futures. Oh, we already read all that. Hold on. Oh, no, we did. So, holy shit. ETF provider Tcrium is the only issuer to have filed an application for an exchange-traded product based solely on Bitcoin futures, CFART added. But Tcrium has only filed in S1 and has yet to... All right, who gives a fuck? All right, so fuck all that. So you guys get it, right? That's... So Gensler, he basically said, look, I like... bottom line is, he basically said, I like an ETF that is based on futures contracts, CME futures contracts. But I'm not down with really the spot market price. I think that's stupid because you're still tracking the same asset. So what does it matter how you track it, right? The price goes up, the asset, the contract goes up, right? It goes down, the contract goes down. If you put it in an ETF, well, the ETF goes up, it goes down. So I don't agree with it, but that's what people are saying is that we might be getting a bunch of ETFs approvals that are futures contract ETFs and not spot market ETFs. So what does that mean, Shomari? So I guess what that means is, guys, is that, you know, we've read about, 8 to 10 ETF applications so far. And all of those are spot market prices. And we've only read 2, right, that are futures contract prices. So, so what these guys are saying is because of what Gensler said, is that maybe the spot market ones aren't going to get approved, which again is stupid because it's tracking the same asset, right? But we'll see. Oh, and that's what the guy said. Sorry. Plus the guy said what Gensler's doing is maybe trying to delay. In other words, he doesn't want to open the floodgates for ETFs because he wants, all right, so you guys know all this already, right? But he wants the legislators, he wants Congress to just pass a law, all right, and then I'll follow the law. You tell me what's allowed to be approved or not approved, and I'll approve and not approve whatever you want, right? But Congress is sort of telling Gensler, do something, right? And he's like, well, if I approve this and approve that, and then later on you guys come around, then it's all fucked up, right? You guys get it, right? Then that will be null and void because the SEC is a semi-legislative body. In other words, what Gensler says becomes law in America until the legislators actually write a law that might override what he said. So he's saying, I don't want to start something, and then you guys just come around later and override it. Why don't you guys just write the law that you want, and I will fucking enforce it? You know? Do you guys get it now? And so what this guy said, so what we've been reading here is the one guy said that he thinks that, because, you know, right now Gensler is getting a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure on Gensler to fucking come out with regulations. You heard about her, Elizabeth Warren. Gensler, come on. And Gensler's telling her, look, lady, you guys come up with the laws. And I'll do them whatever you want. But don't tell me to regulate some crap. And then later on, you're just going to do whatever you want anyway, right? Don't put the blame on me is basically what he's saying. Don't put, well, we need crypto regs. Yeah, well, don't put the blame on me. I'm the regulator. You're the legislator. Pass the fucking law, about what you want cryptos to be, how much you want them taxed, how this and this and this, and I'll follow it. But don't put it on me is what he's basically saying. And so to deflect against the onslaught that's coming at him, it sounds like he's kind of saying, all right, well, I'll approve a futures contract ETF, and then you fucksticks got to legislate about the spot market stuff. Well, we'll see, though. That's what, remember, this is just, he didn't actually say that. He didn't, wait, what did he say? Let's get back to, right? It's just people are reading into his comments, right? Here he is. Look at him. Look at him. That's the man, the legend, big brains, right? But from what he said this week, it sounds like, yeah, he'll do the futures contract ones. Approve a futures contract ETF, but maybe not a spot market one. All right, so you guys get it, right? All right, bang. Let's move on. Bang, and here we are. Big brains. Again, look at the brains. Look at them. Look at how they're almost exploding outside of his head.
I'm saying.
Yeah, like the brains want to come right out and grab you. Ah! All right, guys, but seriously, though. Look at his brains. Yeah, they look like they come out and grab you. All right, guys, though, but SEC Chair Gensler outlines plans for crypto trading, exchanges, investor protection, and Bitcoin ETF. So I told you that the CFTC and the SEC are sort of having a little argument right now about who should regulate crypto. Which is kind of funny because Gensler, this guy right here, he actually used to be the chairman of the SEC. Oh, sorry. He is the chairman of the SEC. He used to be the chairman of the CFTC under Obama. So he's been the chairman of both. Well, he is now the chairman of the SEC, but he's already been the chairman of the CFTC. So, I don't know, just throwing it out there just for you to think about, something for you to think about. Yeah, well, just for you to know, right? Like, he's a master. He's been a commission chairman before already of the CFTC. All right. And, all right, so let's hear his plans. Oh, and and then the next story I'm about to read you, the CFTC says that the SEC has no authority. So we're going to read what Gensler thinks he has authority over. So here's two. So here we go. Let me break it down now. Let's break it down now. Look, time to break it down, fuck sticks. Here in America, you got the president. Bang! He's up there. The executive branch. And then you got Congress. Bang! Congress, the senators, right? The House and the Senate. And then you got all these regulators, which the House and the Senate oversee. So basically what's happening right now is, well, what I'm about to read to you now is the SEC says something, we regulate blah, 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 but the CFTC is saying, nah, that's not under your shit. We regulate it. And that's the argument that's going on. Now, with Shomari, they're arguing, which is good. That means they're taking this as top priority. The fact that they're talking about cryptocurrency, remember 2018? Yeah, not a word. Not a peep about cryptocurrency, whether it was the executive branch, the legislative branch, or the regulatory arm of America. Not one person was talking about cryptocurrency. Now they all are. In fact, now they're arguing about it, which is good, meaning that something will get done, right? You only argue about something you care about, right? And then you do something about it. And so they're finally going to do something about it. You know, that's why I tell you, the tsunami's on the way. Accumulate. Because if they drop some chicken on us, like the OCC last year, remember the OCC said, look, banksters, bang! You can custody crypto now. Yeah, well, look at the prices now. Back when the OCC said that, I don't know, VeChain was at 0.07 cents. It's now at 10. You know, Bitcoin was at, what? I think it was $9,000 that last June, right? It's now at what? 43,000 and change here, right? So, yeah. Whenever the regulators say something, it's another catalyst. Not to mention the Germans and the Swiss and all those people are also regulating, and they're unleashing their hedge fund guys. So you need to accumulate. Build your cryptocurrency warehouse big. Bang! Build a cryptocurrency warehouse strong. Bang! And you need to fill it. with revenue-generating products. Now, before, the prices get too high and you're priced out. You know what I'm saying? Look. All right, let's check this out. That's all you got to do, brothers. Now is the time to accumulate. If they drop another piece of chicken on us, we're going to the next level, right? If they drop some regulations on us, well, just like the OCC did last summer, well, then here we are now. $43,000 Bitcoin instead of $9,000 Bitcoin. And then all the other assets, of course, have risen as well. All right, so let me get a sip. Look at big brains. You guys admire the brains while I have a sip. Wow, sexy brains, sexy brains. All right, let's move on. Oh, yeah, big brain. Where's my fucking mouse? I hate that. All right, there we are. Don't you hate that? You lose your mouse. You're like looking for it, so you're wiggling around trying to find it. All right, look. The chairman of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, Gary Big Brains Gensler, has outlined how the SEC plans to regulate the crypto industry. Focusing on investor protection, Gensler discussed concerns the SEC has about crypto trading, exchanges, lending, DeFi platforms, and exchange-traded funds, which we just read about, ETFs. So Gary Gensler outlines SEC crypto priorities. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler outlined the agency's plans regarding the regulation of cryptocurrencies at the Aspen Security Forum. So, actually, I tried to get that Aspen Security Forum speech he made, but they didn't upload it to the website because I was going to tweet it, actually. So this is what he said. He says, right now, we just don't have enough investor protection in crypto. Frankly, at this time, it's more like the Wild West. It is. This is a shithole. This asset class is rife with frauds, scams, and abuse in certain applications. If we don't address these issues, I worry a lot of people will get hurt. And it is. You got rug pulls, fucking exchanges getting hacked and people's shit getting stolen. It is a shithole. It is a shithole. It's a shithole. But it'll get better as it gets regulated, and then everyone has to follow the rules. And then as the big money comes, because big money is not going to tolerate the kind of fuckery, straight fuckery, that has occurred in this place. You know what I mean? They're not going to tolerate that. And they operate by higher standards, obviously. And so, and like we've talked about here and what we've been talking about here for a long time. Yeah, well, soccer mom and dad need to feel comfortable. And they're not going to allow the kind of bullshit that goes on in this market now to happen to soccer mom and dad. No way. No way. Because it's also, think about this. If you're JP Morgan and your clients get hacked or something and their Bitcoins are stolen, fuck, that's a fucked up thing for your name, right? So it's not just investor protections, but it's also just sort of corporate protection in that they want it regulated. They want it all set right and everything so that nothing bad happens, and then their name isn't, dragged through the mud type shit, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Right, Coinbase getting hacked, Binance getting hacked, these things getting hacked. Yeah, that's bullshit. Charles Schwab and them don't want that kind of bullshit on their record, if you want to kind of look at it like a police record. They don't want that on their record. And so, that's why things have to get regulated. So he elaborated, there's a great deal of hype and spin about how crypto assets work. In many cases, investors aren't able to get rigorous, balanced, and complete information. Regulating cryptocurrency platforms, Gensler says many are offering unregistered securities. So the SEC chairman proceeded to explain that many tokens are offered and sold as securities. I've urged staff to continue to protect investors in the case of unregistered sales of securities, he said. Next, the chairman said he believes that crypto trading platforms lending... Hold on, let me make sure you can see this. All right, I just want to make sure you can see that. All right. Where are we at? Wait. So next, the chairman said he believes that crypto trading platforms, lending platforms, and decentralized finance, DeFi platforms can implicate the securities laws. What? And in some cases, the commodities laws and the banking laws as well. I don't think he meant implicate. I think they wrote that wrong. They could be subject to commodities laws and banking laws and stuff. Implicate, that's a weird word to put right there. It's not a weird word. It's a good word, but not in that context. All right, so look. He also stressed that cryptocurrency trading platforms do not have the same investor protections as traditional exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange. In addition, he said that many overseas platforms allow U.S. investors to trade cryptocurrencies using virtual private networks, thus bypassing regulations. Wow. As we all know, half of you fucksticks are doing exactly that. Gensler emphasized that, make no mistake, to the extent that there are securities on these trading platforms, under our laws, they have to register with the Commission, the SEC, unless they meet an exemption. If a lending platform is offering securities, it also falls under SEC jurisdiction. So you notice how he said that? It falls under SEC jurisdiction. And then we're going to read the next story. All right. So regulating investment vehicles with crypto exposures, Bitcoin ETFs. All right, we've already read all that. We don't need to read about that. SEC needs more resources to protect investors. So, soccer mom and dad, right? You got to protect soccer mom and dad. Gensler stressed that the SEC has taken and will continue to take authorities as far as they go. He also claimed the test to determine whether a crypto asset is a security is clear. Nonetheless, he admitted there are some gaps in regulating the crypto space. Elaborating, and this is what he elaborated on, he said, we need additional congressional authorities. Bang! In other words, we need the fucking politicians to write the laws. Right? That's what he's saying. We need additional congressional authorities. Yeah, you guys got to write us the laws, and I'll follow them, is basically what he's saying. I'll follow whatever you politicians come up with. Right? But don't put it on my ass. You know, I'm just the regulator, basically, is kind of what he's trying to say in a little bit of way. All right, so we need additional congressional authorities to prevent transactions, products, and platforms from falling between regulatory cracks. And that's what he's saying. Fucking come up with the laws, close the loopholes, and I will do that, right? I'll follow the rules. We also need more resources to protect investors in this growing and volatile sector. The former MIT blockchain professor proceeded to emphasize that the SEC is ready to work closely with Congress, the administration, and other regulators worldwide to oversee the crypto space. He opined, in my view, the legislative priority should be centered on crypto trading, lending, and DeFi platforms. Regulators would benefit from additional plenary authority to write rules for and attach guardrails to crypto trading and lending. Bang! So that's what he's saying, right? Like, it should be the legislative priority. In other words, Congress, motherfucker, get to work, and then I will do whatever it is you tell me to do, right? Just like in your country, even though this is America. I mean, this is America where I live, but where you live, maybe you live in some other English-speaking country or just whatever, you understand English. But in your country, the same thing, too. They need the legislative priority to create the laws so that the regulators can, all right, this is how it works, right? Whereas here in America, they're trying to make Gensler be the guy to make the laws, and he's like, dickheads, I follow the laws you guys write. Yeah, well, write some then if you want me to regulate this crypto space. Because now you're asking me just to kind of invent some laws out of thin air, out of my big brains, and, well, that's not how America works, you know? I mean, it does work that way. I mean, he can come up with something, but, hold on, let's look at big brains here, because that's the end of the story. Bang, right? He can come up with something, but later on it will just be legislated anyway, so he's just telling them, look, just write a law now, and I'll do it. So there's sexy big brains. Look at them. Look, sexy brains. All right, big brains. Love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. All right, let's get out of here. Okay, and so now here's the argument part. Bang. The CFTC commissioner says the SEC lacks authority over commodities, including crypto assets. Now, this is not some big, well, it's a big deal in a certain way, but yes, the SEC does lack authority over commodities. They don't do the commodity shit. That's why you have the CFTC, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, right? And then we have the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, right? Securities, stocks, commodities. So, but this guy is actually saying that the SEC has no power over crypto assets. And so that's what's a little hardcore. Like, who the fuck are you talking to, motherfucker? You're talking to Big Brains Gensler.
Who the fuck do you think you are, motherfucker?
Look. All right, so that's what this guy's saying. Quinten, what's his name? Hold on. Oh, there it is. So look at his name. This is a guy, Quintens. That's the CFTC chairman. And he's right. The SEC doesn't have authority over commodities. Everybody knows that. But he's saying even over... Hold on. So let's read the byline. Quintens is... Actually, let's look at his face. So there's Quintens. Now, look at Quintens. Not much of a brain. Now, let's look at Gensler. Yeah. Who's smarter? Look at the brains. Bong! And then look at Quintens. Yeah. See what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? See what I'm saying? All right, look at this. His brains, would eat him. Yeah, big brains would eat that guy. All right, guys, though. Look. Let's get back to work here. Let's get serious. So this fuckstick here, Quintens. His comments follow remarks by the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, who this week reiterated his view that stock and stable value tokens, stablecoins, backed by securities qualify as securities. So that's what we're arguing about here, okay? So the argument is about stablecoins and whether they're securities or not. Personally, I think they're securities. They're just a fund. A stablecoin is just a bunch of shit in a fund. Well, they don't call them funds in the stablecoin. You can call it what you want. It's still a fund. So they take a bunch of assets, they put it in this thing called a stablecoin, and they go, yay, we're a coin. You're just a fucking fund. You're just a fucking fund. And I agree completely with Gensler. Of course I do. But look at the brains on him. You can't resist those brains. You can't resist them. I know you want to look away, but you can't. They're so beautiful. They're so big. They're so glorious. They're so... Look at them. They're so shiny. It's Saturday, guys. So you know how this show gets. I tell you, I'm still recovering from a hangover from last night's UFC and Olympic shit. Look! So it's going to get a little loose. Anyway, so that's... But let's get back to reality, though, guys. So that's the sort of argument that's going on here right now. Gensler is saying, yeah, we control that. And so now we're talking about stable coins, okay? Stable coins. As you can see, they're talking about stable value tokens backed by securities, okay? That's what he's talking about. And the CFT chairman, this guy, small brains, he's saying, we run that space, not you big brains. Well, little brains. I don't know about that. All right, so let's check. Oh, let me get a sip and then we'll check it out. Fuck. Yeah. We watched a bunch of movies and shit last night. It's fucking 12 in the morning already. I'm still feeling the effects of yesterday. Look, when you get a little older, recuperation time, it's a little longer. So not like when we're in 20. I remember 20 years old, start partying and drinking on a Friday. Yeah. You're at the after party on a Monday. No problem. Yeah, those days are over. Those days are over. All right, guys, let's move on. So, Brian Quintenz, a Republican commissioner for the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, tweeted Wednesday that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, does not have jurisdiction over pure commodities or their trading venues, including crypto assets. So, let's once reiterate. Yes, it is true. Commodities are obviously controlled by our Commodities Futures Trading Commission. But he's telling that, he's saying, nah, SEC, you don't run the crypto assets. We do.
What?
So it's a power grab. You know, an interagency, SEC is an agency, the CFTC is an agency, and now they're fighting over power. Who does what? You ever see like a cop movie? You ever watch a cop movie, right? And then there'll be some murder or something in the movie, and the local cops will be investigating the murder, and then the FBI will come in and say, we're taking over this investigation from now on, right? Because they overpower them, right? The local cop is just a local fucking moron. Well, all right, let's not use those kind of words. His jurisdiction is with the locality, right? But the FBI can take the power and do the investigation if they want, right? You've seen those movies, right? Right? It'll be like, yeah, we're investigating this and that. And then the FBI will come in and be like, yeah, we're taking over this case, right? And basically, that's what's happening here in sort of a way, not in such a good way, but, sorry, not in such a pronounced way, but just it's happening here in that the SEC is saying, we regulate this space, and now the CFTC is saying, no, we regulate this space. So it's a fight, an interagency battle over who's going to regulate crypto assets. Good. Like I've told you, now that they're actually talking about it, now that they're actually getting around to doing it, now we're actually going to get the regulatory clarity we need. Oh, yeah. All right, so look. Quintenz's tweet followed remarks earlier this week by SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, who reiterated his position that stock tokens and stable value tokens backed by securities qualify as securities, meaning they must be registered and their issuers must abide by the existing federal law. Now, retweeting Quintenz's post, the U.S. House Committee on Agriculture said that crypto is bigger than the SEC and urged Congress to write the rules to protect investors and innovation. Exactly. Right? In other words, this House Committee person said, we need to write the rules. In other words, this is a politician. Excuse me. Hiccups. And burping. This House Committee person from Agriculture said, I'd like to know which congressperson that was. Yeah, this is bigger than the SEC. We need to write the rules to protect the investors and innovation. All right, so in his own tweet, former CFTC Chairman Christopher Giancarlo said the CFTC was the only agency with the experience to regulate cryptocurrency markets and pressed the CFTC to nominate a new chair to generate sensible cryptocurrency regulations. So this guy basically said, the guy who runs the CFTC now, he was put in there under, sorry, that's not true. Anyways, he's saying we need a new chairman. It says it right here, to nominate a new chairman so that we can have sensible cryptocurrency rules. All right. See all the action going on? See all the actions in the agencies up in Congress and everything? I know it ain't sexy. I know. A lot of people want to hear about $589 ripples and everything. But this is what it's about. All right, so that's it, though. So bang. So that's the argument going on, is that this motherfucker, Quintenz, small brains, he says that the CFTC should run the crypto market. And big brains, bang, Gensler, he says, nah, dog, we run shit round these parts. You know what I'm saying? Look, we run shit round these parts, miscreant. Settle down. Look at big brains. You want to argue with those brains? I don't think so, fuckstick. I don't think so. I dare you. All right, so that's the argument. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, what I promised I'd show you guys. That's the argument going on right now here in America. Small brains is arguing with big brains, and the truth is that we need the legislators to just pass the laws, right? We need the politicians to do their job, right? So you've got an interagency battle, just like the cop movie stuff I told you about, right? Or I said right there a couple seconds ago, right? Is whenever you watch those cop movies, there's some big murder, the local PD will be on it. We're local PD, we're gonna investigate, right? And then the FBI will walk in and go, FBI, we're taking over the case, right? So that's what this fuckstick's trying to do. Small brains, he's trying to be like, yes, FBI, we're taking over the case. And Gensler's telling him, look, fuckstick, you settle down. And look, legislators, politicians, I need laws so I can, regulate this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so it's an interagency battle. All right, so I just thought I'd show you guys that. Oh, and so that's right. That's what I wanted to tell you. And so, Shomari, man, they're fighting. Yes, it's good that they're fighting over cryptocurrency. That means they've got cryptocurrency on the brain. Remember 2018? Nobody was talking about crypto. No one gave a fuck. No regulator was like, yeah, I run shit, or I run shit. They didn't even know what the hell that was, cryptocurrency. That digital money card? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, now they're actually arguing about it. They actually want to take authority over it, which is amazing, meaning that regulations are on the way. Meaning that, look, bang, the tsunami is right around the corner, folks. Right around the fucking corner. I told you. I'm getting a little cautiously optimistic. We might have a Noah Fest 2022. We might have a Noah Fest 2022. So for you people who are new here, I live in South Beach. And so when we get rich enough, I'm going to throw a big party for all of my viewers, my subscribers. And it's called Noah Fest. And the day that we have that, wow, that's the day we're rich. Forever. Wow. I mean, unless you fuck up your money. Yeah, it's easy to make money. Oh, it's easy to making money is easy, fuckstick. Keeping it, that's the tough part. But we're going to celebrate our making of it, at least, at a thing called Noah Fest. And so I'm cautiously optimistic that we're going to have a Noah Fest next year, guys.
You think so, Shomari?
I think maybe. I mean, I don't see why not. Like, everyone's right on the cusp right now. Everyone's, arguing about the regs. Everyone's arguing about the clarity. It's just, we need regulatory clarity, right, for our tsunami to arrive. Yeah, well, now they're actually arguing about debating. Let's use the word debating. That's a little bit more civil. They're debating about how this is going to go down, how this whole crypto thing is going to go down. Yeah, in 2018, there was no debate. There was no fucking discussion. There was nothing. Whenever politicians are arguing about something that you're into, be happy. That means something's going to happen about it. That means some law is going to be passed about it. Something's going to get done. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, look at this guy's small brains. Pussy. All right, let's move on, guys. Bang! Finally, bang! Fidelity. And you know how America works. Look! You know how America works. Straight cash, homie. He with the cash rules the roost. That's how we talk about it in the markets. He with the cash rules the roost. Yeah. This is how America works. The motherfuckers with the money run this place. Right? Right? It's not like where you're from. If you're listening to me, some English-speaking country in Europe, UK, Canada, yeah, you have civilized laws. Right? Your politicians have to just make their point. Done. Right? And then an election happens real quick, right? Yeah, it's not how it works here. It's not how it fucking works here. It's not how it works in America. All those with the money give money to what's called campaigns. The politician goes out, kisses some babies, shakes some hands, kissing babies and shaking hands. And then may the best man win, right? And so, and that's what I want you to be happy about in a way, in that since our banksters and bang, Fidelity, is promoting crypto. Well, crypto is going to be done. Yeah, crypto is going to get regulated. Crypto assets are going to become mainstream. Yeah, because the people with the money demand it. Right? That's how America works. You got the money, you demand something. Well, if you have enough money, yeah, they'll do what you want. Yeah, they'll do what you want. Americans are slaves to money. Fucking whores. Let's get real about it. The Congress, they're just a bunch of whores. All right? You can call them congressman or senator. You're just a fucking whore. Sucking the teat of some big corporation giving you money.
I know. That's fucked up.
Shomari, man, that's a fucked up way to look at things. Well, isn't it that way? Isn't it? Your Congress are just the highest paid political whores in America. That's all. Your mayor, he's a low paid whore. Your governor, he's a little higher paid whore. Your congressmen and your senators, those are the highest paid whores. And then obviously the president himself, well, that's the cheap whore of America. He's the CEO. Look, he's the CEO, the biggest whore who takes the biggest money, right? That's all America is. I know it's fucked up, but Shomari, aren't they working for the people? Well, technically, yes. I don't want to destroy the division of democracy and what's happening here. But, so, yes, they work for you. I mean, of course, look at Bernie Sanders, right? Oh, yeah. I want 15 hours minimum wage. I want to help the workers unionize. Remember, he's trying to help workers, right? Working class people. So there's guys, I mean, people do good stuff. I'm being a dickhead calling them whores, but let's get real. They're a bunch of whores. Huh? Right? Political whores. I mean, Bernie's the only pure guy. He's the only guy that doesn't take the big money from corporations and shit, right? All the rest of them, there is not one. Even AO, there's this chick. Her name's AO, not chick, I'm sorry, ladies. I don't mean to demean a woman. There's this woman named Congresswoman. Let me call her by her proper title. Congresswoman AOC. Yes, don't worry. I'm being respectful. Yeah, and I guarantee you she gets some money from Wall Street and shit. Right? Bernie Sanders, he's the only motherfucker who doesn't do that. Like if you're a bankster and you go to Bernie, hey Bernie, I got $100,000 for you. Do this or that. Bernie will tell you go fuck yourself. Whereas every other whore up there, oh, they'll take that money. They'll take that money real quick. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. I'll tell you right now, Bernie's the only pure one. He's the only pure guy up there. Yeah, he's never taken any corporate money. He doesn't fuck with that. He says, nah, dog, I'm getting my money from the people, and I work for the people. All the rest of them. So Bernie Sanders is a senator here in America. In the Senate, we have 99 people, 99 senators. Or sorry, 100 senators. Yeah, Bernie's the only pure one who takes money only from the people. All those other 99, I don't care if they're left-wing, right-wing, progressive, whatever. They're all just a bunch of whores. Money whores. All right. Why did we get on that? Oh, that's right. So what does that have to do with Fidelity, Shomari? So what that has to do is, well, Fidelity has a lot of money. Oh, well, a few $1 trillion worth. You can buy a lot of whores. Yeah, you can buy a lot of whores with $1 trillion, buddy. See what I'm saying? When you want the hoes to get to work, oh, yeah, you just got to supply the money, and they'll get to work for you. That's how America works. Look at America right now. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You know? They're just whores. Fucking straight sluts. Not sluts. That's a bad word. Whores. People paid to do a job. That's disgusting. But they'll do it. That's their job. That's America. And so Fidelity, well, Fidelity is one of the biggest, I think probably one of the biggest corporations in all of America. They have something $1 trillion under management. And so when Fidelity goes around Congress buying up whores, they can afford to. And their work gets done. Okay, so you get it now? So that's why I said the whole thing like that. Yeah, so, and look at this. Bang! Fidelity Investment, what? I know it's hard to read right there. Let me just bang it so you can read it. Bang! Fidelity Investment engages with regulators to bring crypto assets mainstream. You know what I'm saying? They're engaging with Congress. Well, the way you engage with Congress is you write some checks. You spread around a little bit of money around Washington. Your shit will get done. Yow. And Fidelity's got a lot of money to spread around. A lot of money to spread around. Do you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it works, right? Heck. Don't be naive, kids. Here in America, he with the biggest checkbook rules the roost. Tell you that right now. You got a bigger checkbook than that guy? Your shit's getting done. Not that guy's shit. See what I'm saying? The politicians will make sure your shit gets done. That's how it works here in America. I don't give a fuck about like the citizens and all this kind of crap. It's just the money-making crap. It's the money-making shit. All right, so let's hold on, let me get a sip and then we'll check it out. Fidelity, here they come. See, and again, they're engaging with the regulators. Yeah, well, how do you engage with the regulators here in America? By writing checks. Well, and talking. I mean, also, you tell them what you want them to do. You just don't write a check and give the fucker. You say, hey, I've got a 100,000 check for you to do blah, 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 blah. Will you do that? And he either says yes or no. And if he doesn't want to do it, all right, well, I'll give this check to the next person who will do it, right? That's how America works. And so obviously they never turn down the money. It's America. They don't turn down that money. I don't give a fuck. Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, Socialist. Well, except Bernie. Like I said, Bernie is the only pure one in Congress. In all of our Congress, 300 and something Congress people, 100 senators, Bernie Sanders is the only one who does not take any fuckery money. Hey, he doesn't do that. He doesn't give a fuck. If you're like fucking Jamie Dimon and you're like, look, Bernie, can you just calm down for a minute? Can I just give you this $100,000 check? Bernie will say, sure, give it to me, and then rip it up in your face. Now go get the fuck out of my face. He's the only pure guy. That's why everyone loved him, right? Because, right, he's just pure. Like, he's a real just dude, you know. Right? Anyway, whatever you think about his thing, I don't know what you think about him, but he's the only one. He doesn't take that money, right? He doesn't give a fuck. All right, guys, so look. But let's get to Fidelity. I love Bernie. I do. Unfortunately, he's only one guy out of 100 in the Senate. So, again, like Warren, Elizabeth Warren, or any of them, yeah, he's only one vote. So, hey, Bernie. I wish there were a few more of you around. All right. The president of Fidelity Digital Assets, the crypto arm of Fidelity Investments, says that crypto is its own unique asset class. But, of course it is. We know that. You know that. We've talked about that here for a long time. He revealed we and others are very engaged with regulators to bring this asset class into the mainstream. Bang! Fidelity is working to do what? To bring digital assets back into the main fucking stream. Exactly. In fact, look, I've told you this a million times on this channel. If you think soccer mom and dad are going to wake up tomorrow and magically, come to an epiphany, sweetie, we need to buy Bitcoin to buy coffee with. We need to buy Bitcoin so we can go buy coffee. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen. But you know what will be mainstream is when a company like Fidelity starts offering soccer mom and dad crypto 401ks, crypto IRAs, crypto college savings funds. Oh, yeah. It's going to be mainstream like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like I told you, here in America, he with the money rules the roost. And Fidelity, Look. There's not many with more money than that. There are not many companies with more money than this. I'll tell you that right now. So when they say they want something, well, they head on out to Washington, spread out a little bit of money. Look. Shit gets done. Thankfully, for us, this corrupt piece of shit system here called America, well, we're on the right side of it. There's a lot of banksters, a lot of big companies like this, J.P. Morgan, Charles Schwab, Bank of America, Fidelity, are all spreading money around Washington right now to get what? Buy! Regulatory clarity on the cryptocurrency space, which is what we need. Well, this is what we need. We need it so these fuckers, so institutional investors can arrive, and then we can finally sell these daggone warehouses and actually do something with the money that we're just watching. Right? It's getting annoying now, right? I don't know about you guys, but I got, $1 million and change in crypto. Actually, who cares about the money? But I got a bunch of money in crypto, and I'm waiting for it to grow, meaning I need a tsunami, and just daggone, it's taking so long. And you're almost tempted, like, well, fuck, Shomari, you already made $1 million, man. Just fucking move on to something else. Just get back to Forex. Right? It's a little annoying. Fuck. And I can imagine you guys, right? Same thing, right? You're thinking like, well, I could buy this property, I could buy that. But obviously we know the tsunami hasn't even arrived yet. And if we sell now, we're going to be looking back 5 years from now thinking, fuck, if I had just hodled. Right? Just like the losers, not losers, my bad. Just like the weekends in 2018, right? They all sold, and they ran away. Yeah, well, if they just hodled, yeah, well, you'd be up now, you fucking idiot. Things take time. Right? They didn't have vision. They thought it was a get-rich-quick type thing or something here, which it isn't. Because this is taking a long time, daggone. More than I've ever taken to make an investment. Daggone. But look, the juice is worth the squeeze. Huddle. This juice, it is worth the squeeze. It's worth waiting around for. Just keep accumulating and wait. A lot of hurry up and wait. Shomari, I don't want to wait. Well, you going to make money somewhere else, fuckstick? Like this? I don't think so. So huddle. This juice, don't worry, brother. Sister. It's going to be worth the squeeze. All right, so look, Fidelity sees long-term interest in crypto assets among institutional investors. Buy! All right. See, a retailer like you and I, we want to get rich right now. An institution, yeah, they're looking at it long-term. 5 years, 10 years, and more. And so they see that their long-term interests, they're down. That they have long-term interest in the crypto asset space. So look, Fidelity Digital Assets president Tom Jessup shared his view on the future of cryptocurrency in an interview with Yahoo Finance Thursday. He also discussed his firm's efforts to engage with regulators to bring the asset class mainstream. Fidelity is one of the largest traditional money managers. Let's start that again. Fidelity is one of the largest traditional fund managers. It has about 37 million investors, 83.4 million customer accounts, and 10.4 trillion in managed asset. Buy. Remember, Fidelity manages those assets. If Fidelity were to allocate just 5%, 2% to 5% of those assets into the crypto space, holy fuck. And I'll tell you right now, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's how we're going to do. That's why you hodl. And that's why you build a warehouse. Because you're waiting for Fidelity to come in, bang, throw money at this space. Man, it's going to be money like you never seen before. I mean, and that's just Fidelity. Wait till BlackRock. Wait till Soros. Wait till all of them. So look, where were we? At the end of March. The company established Fidelity Digital Assets in 2019 to provide cryptocurrency products. All right. So what's apparent are two things Jessup explained. This is seen as its own unique asset class. It is a unique asset class, right? Because they're kind of like stocks. If I buy a V-chain, well, let's look at it like from the Ethereum point of view. I buy an Ethereum, yes, it's like a stock in that it goes up in value and I make money. But also, if I write a smart contract, well, I use that Ethereum to also pay to use this fucking network, right? It is unique. It's wild. It's a little weird, right? It's new. And maybe most importantly, what we're seeing, so continuing on with what this guy says, maybe what most importantly, what we're seeing is continued purchase interest over a longer period of time. The executive elaborated, we see clients digging into these issues, really understanding not only the technology, but the applications of those assets in their portfolios. Right. It's not just the technology like, yeah, I own Ethereum. But, yeah, but you can use it if you want, motherfucker, right? I mean, I don't use Ethereum. Obviously, I don't have a smart contract. But if I build a distributed app or something, I can also use it, right? And so that's what Fidelity is saying is that the masters are starting to see, they're starting to get it, right? It's not just something you buy and hodl. Sorry, let me put that a different way. You can either buy and hodl it or you can buy and use it. That's the way to say it, right? That's different. There is no other asset class like this. I mean, sure. Well, Shomari, what about gold? Sure, I can buy a brick of gold, but can I go down the street and buy something with it? Of course not. Whereas technically, and I do not advise this, I can buy a Bitcoin and I can go down the street and buy something with it with a Coinbase debit card. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a weird little thing. But then again, I could spend my Ethereum on a coffee if I feel like it. But I could also spend that Ethereum in gas to power my smart contract, right? You can't do that. Like with a Microsoft share, you just buy it and that's it, right? You buy it or you sell it. Like once you bought it, all right, it just sits there and goes up in value or down in value and done, right? But with this stuff, what makes it different is you could buy this shit, but then you can also use this shit, right? It's a little weird. Well, it's new. It's different. So Jessup then, excuse me, Jessup then referenced Fidelity Digital Assets referenced a survey Fidelity Digital Assets conducted earlier this year that found around 70% of respondents planning to have an allocation of digital assets over the next 5 years. Bang! We read that here. Noting a cross-section of... Hold on, man. What the fuck? Noting a cross-section of institutions ranging from family offices, I told you what a family office is, and hedge funds, all the way through to much more traditional institutions, the executive opined. So we continue to see slow and steady interest and progress towards bringing the asset class, bang, mainstream. Recently, Fidelity Digital Assets said it plans to increase head count by about 70% as demand for cryptocurrency services from institutional investors remains strong. Oh, head count. Oh, yeah. Fidelity Digital Assets just hired a whole bunch of people. All right, I think that's what they meant there, the hiring thing. That they went on a hiring spree in the past couple months. Regarding the legislation of crypto assets, the Fidelity executive described that the regulation and regulatory clarity still is an issue, which is what I've been telling you from the beginning of this channel. Bang! Regulatory clarity is an issue. Without regulatory clarity, we will not get a tsunami. Don't worry. We are going to get a tsunami because we are going to have regulatory clarity. One day. Once these miscreants get around to it, we'll get it. But they're getting around to it. As we just saw, we got a small brains, bang, fighting with a big brains, bang. So we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah. worry about that shit right there. Don't worry about that shit right there, son. We don't know when. When, Shomari? Well, that's the secret sauce. Nobody knows when. Not even I know when. I know it's coming. I mean, I'm not blind. I can see it. We've got custody, insurance, everything. When, Shomari? Fuck. I wish I knew, brother. I wish I knew. Just huddle. Juice is worth the squeeze. So, look, the U.S. government has recently increased its efforts in regulating the crypto industry. The chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, outlined last week his plans to regulate crypto assets, which is what we just read, and protect investors. All right. The U.S. All right, we'll just read on. The U.S. Securities. So the Cftc also clarified its jurisdiction over crypto assets. So that's what I just read to you, right? The SEC said it's our jurisdiction, and the Cftc said it's our jurisdiction. So both these guys are arguing. Good. Means they're going to have to pick one, and we'll have clarity. All right. So, finally, we think the attention is positive. Exactly, the attention to this space is positive. The fact that last week they were arguing over 2 amendments for crypto, that's good. You know what's scary? Is if they're not talking about this thing at all. Like 2018 and shit. And 19. Fuck, and 20, really. Yeah. We're just in limbo. We're just in a fucking purgatory. You know what I mean? You know what purgatory is, right? Just we're in a legislative purgatory. Nothing's getting done. So it's beautiful that they're arguing. The regulators are arguing. The politicians are arguing. Yeah, well, that means something's going to get fucking done. As long as they're arguing. You know, like what they say about war, right? In war, when 2 countries are arguing, that's good. Once they stop arguing, well, that's when the guns come out, right? You know what I mean? You know, that's when the guns come out. You know, you can yell and scream at Saddam Hussein all you want. Good. But as soon as America stops talking, holy fuck, that means we're going to do some daggone regime change around here. Yeah, that's when the guns come out, right? And so you want arguing, but obviously we want results as well. You and I as investors in this space, that's what we want, right? And so don't worry, we'll get that. But just like war, as long as they're talking, all right, things are good. Okay, so we think that the attention is positive. Exactly, the attention is positive. The fact that they're arguing is positive. Where we end up out of those arguments, well, we don't know yet. But they'll be positive because, like I've told you, this is America, and well, the banksters wanted it, and so you all know how American politics, like I told you, this whores, those congressional whores are going to give all these banksters and Wall Street and Fidelity everything they ask. Don't worry, guys. Thankfully, we've got some daggone whores up in Congress. Look, at least for this issue, whether you believe in all that other stuff, it's up to you. All right, so let's finish this up. So look, let's go down here to this part here. We and others are very engaged with regulators and continue to educate them on ways to bring the asset class into the mainstream and into a regulatory framework that captures a lot of the principles that apply to other asset classes. Bang! All right, so there you go, guys. Boom! Fidelity. Bang! Oh, yeah. How many assets under management? Fuck sticks. Look. Bang! $10.4 trillion under assets under management. And like I've said, like I've shown you, when Fidelity and the banksters, yeah, they walk around Washington just passing out checks. Yeah, well, those politicians do what the fuck they're told. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's funny to me. People say, like, you have conspiracy theories like people are going to take over, like this thing, the Illuminati are going to take over and everything. You know, it's a bunch of rich people. They're going to take over. The rich people already control the place, you idiot. They don't need to take over. They just need to hand a check to a fucking asshole and he gets the law they want passed. You think they want to manage America themselves? No. Bye. I don't know why I brought that up, but Anyways, let's just get back to reality here. But so, bye. Here comes Fidelity. All right, guys. So let's move on. Bang. Look. Whoops. Bang. Yes. Look. Technically bullish. Love the cheaper. Bang. Trader. Love the cheaper. Look. Hodl. Why do I own a hodl? Because the juice is worth the squeeze, fuckstick. Listen to Andrew. He'll tell you. Look. Love the cheaper. Bang. 007. Love the cheaper. Oh, sorry, not yet. First of all, son of a bitch. Look. Bang. Look. Bang. Look. Bang. Wrong head. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I almost gave you the love too quickly there. I had to shoot you a couple times first. Had to give you the blasts. You know how we do. Love you, see you, brother. No would save you. Bye. Bam. Connecting the dots. Love you, see you, brother. Bye. And actually, Biniam, it was because of you that I just did that Fidelity story, so thank you. Because you tweeted it to me right here, and I was like, oh, fuck, I got to talk about this. So look, love you, see you, brother. Actually, you're going to get another bang. Bang. And bang. And that's the story I just read you. It was, let's all thank Biniam for that. Look, Banks, love you, see you, brother. Bang. And Banks is hanging around. He's learning the good goods. Hanging out with the crew. That's all you got to do, brother. Hang out with the crew. Bang. Robbie Hardaway, daggone. Robbie. How long has he been with us? Robbie Hardaway's been with us since the last ice age, when Neanderthals roamed the earth. Yes. Look at this black and white picture, daggone. Robbie Hardaway, you think you're hodling? Oh, you think you're hodling? Yeah, you ain't hodling like this, motherfucker. Look at this picture. It's in black and white. Yeah. So don't complain to me about hodling. Shomari when? Yeah, you ask Robbie when, motherfucker. Robbie, lever, see brother. Bang! Grudgeable, lever, see brother. Bang! Radster, holding down the insurgency in Eastern Europe. Lever, see brother. Bang! Oh, there's the miscreants. KJ Gatsby, lever, see brother. Bang! There's Lorna. Lorna all in downs. Look. Oh, where's her Ethiopian flag? It's gone. Whatever. Look. Oh, she got herself some BTT down here too. Daggone. Look, she said. The fuck you miscreants up to? Oh, you're into that crypto. I see what you're up to. Not without me, you ain't. Look, fuck sticks. Bang. Oh, I forgot. Look. Not without me, you ain't, motherfuckers. Bang. I'm all in. That's how she did it. Lorna all in downs. Love you, girl. See you, girl. Bang! Dang, all right. I'll fuck with Lorna. You come all in on your bitch ass. Sunny B. Oh, and you want to talk about bitch ass. Look, Sunny B. Spy lady. You want to hear about someone coming at your bitch ass? The assassin.
Oh, yeah.
She'd be at the foot of the bed if you're being naughty. Don't be a naughty boy. Don't be a naughty boy. Look, Sunny B. Love you, lady. See you, lady. Bang! Yeah, don't be a naughty boy. You're going to wake up to a... Oh, what's this? A new thing here. Go profit. Cryptocurrency. Follow your dream. All right. Larva, see you with the bang! You don't want to see that at the foot of the bed in the morning. Yeesh. Right? You know you're in trouble. DP Entertainment. So, brother. Love you, see you, brother. With some extra soul on that chicken. Bang! Put an extra piece of soul on that chicken for you right there. Bitcoin gone. Wow! Love you, see you, brother. Bang! Put an extra piece of soul on that chicken.
Oh, yeah, a little hot sauce on that motherfucker.
Look! Universal Misanthrope holding down the insurgency in Central Europe. Love you, see you, brother. Bang! And I'm glad to hear about your portfolio now. Bang, bang. Look. Juice with the squeeze, brother. Huddle. Abundantly Me started. Oh, no, sorry. Abundantly Me, love with you, brother. And the kid. Bang. All right, let's find out what Kong's doing. You know, he's got us a piggy wiggy. What's he saying? Look. Cbnews. What, Kong? You know how we do around these parts. Look, miscreants. Fuel up. Dang, all right, Kong. Tell them. Tell those dang on miscreants. Look. Boom. Gensler futures ETF, maybe not spot. Boom. Gensler crypto trading. Oh, we talked about his trading. Bang. Cftc says that the SEC has no authority. Boom. And Fidelity is talking with the regulators. Boom. Look, hang around here and get a wise portfolio, and your portfolio is going to look like, it's going to look a little bit like, look. Boom. Yes. All right, Piggy Wiggy, you're back. One more. Boom. All right. So I got to do, Kong, tell them, daggone miscreants. Bang. Oh, look at J-Will. This motherfucker's here now. All right, J-Will. Nice of you to like one of the fucking uploads once in a while. One of the originals as well. I love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. It's J-Will. He's been way back. Well, I mean, where? He's the original. One of the original. 007, J-Will, and Edwin. Those are, I don't know, the original bunch of motherfuckers who got sucked into watching this shit. I don't know. All right. Crypto Carlito, love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. Haven't seen you for a while. What's this guy? Coley Great, love you, brother. See you, brother. Bang. All right, that's enough. Bang. Let's get back to the Death Star. All right. Let's wrap this weekend up. All right, guys. So we had a great show for you today. So today was cryptocurrency blockchain news, weekly crypto wrap up, Gensler edition, pretty much. It was all Gensler, big brains. See what I'm saying? His brains took over the whole show. That's how big they are. That's how huge they are. That's how massive they are. They're powerful. They're big. They're strong. All right, guys. Let's check out the stories. All right. Gensler's futures ETF, not spot. So, because Gensler said that thing last week, people are speculating. Now, this isn't guaranteed, but they are speculating that he will approve ETFs that are futures contracts. Well, sorry. An ETF is an ETF that have futures contracts in the ETF, but maybe not futures contracts that have the spot market Bitcoin price in the ETFs, which is stupid as far as I'm concerned because, well, not far as I'm concerned, like the other guy, like the fucking guy I just read to you, he said it. You know, what's the difference? Bitcoin's Bitcoin, the price is the price. Like, what the fuck? You're either going to approve the ETF or not, right? And so, but what he said was a little nuanced. He said that Gensler, you know, he wants Congress to pass laws about it, and then he'll just follow them, right? Look, I'm just the regulator. You tell me what to regulate, and I'll regulate it. But now you're asking me to actually write laws and write rules. I'm not comfortable with that. And so what they're saying is he might say, okay, fine, I'll approve a futures ETF. But if you fucking people want more, look, you're going to have to depend on the legislators. Now, I know what you're saying. Shomari, that's not good for us. I know. And it's not the greatest, but it's not the end of the world because we do know that here in Congress, they are going to pass laws about crypto. And so, you know, it's just a bunch of more hurry up and wait. You know, just a bunch of hurry up, which is what we've been doing for the past 3.5 years anyway. And so it's not going to hurt to wait a little more, daggone, right? So, bang. And then Gensler, crypto. All right, so we're not going to go over this, but we went over the, he wants to regulate the trading, the exchanges. Oh, that's what that meant. I see. Investor protections and Bitcoin ETF. So, I mean, that's the job of the SEC chairman, is that anything that is something that an American can invest in, they want to protect the consumer. Soccer mom and dad, you want to protect the consumer. And that's their job. That's the SEC's job, right? I mean, they're the guys that bust people over insider trading or wash trading or Ponzi schemes, right? That's what they do. They protect you, right? From the miscreants, right? And so financial miscreants. And so anyway, so that's that. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. We read about it. What he wants to do, bang. And like I just said, he wants the legislators to pass laws, and then he'll just regulate it the way they tell him to, rather than, him creating the laws. All right. And then the CFTC, small brains. I showed you the picture of that guy. His brains were small, right? They weren't even trying to get out. They were just, they were back in the back, just drinking beer and stuff, right? Unlike Big Brains Gensler, his are popping out. They want to tell you something. They want to tell you something. So look, the CFTC says that the SEC has no authority over crypto assets, and so that's the battle, interagency battle. Like I described to you, like when you watch those cop movies, like a movie about cops, right? And like some murder will happen or something, and the cops will be investigating, and then the big FBI agent will show up. Hi, I'm Agent blah, blah, blah. We're going to take over the crime scene now. Right? That's basically what the CFT is trying to do to Gensler, to tell Big Brains, yeah, we're going to take over this from now. Oh, all that. Your brains aren't so big, dog. I don't know if you can survive the onslaught of Big Brains Gensler. And so that's it. So they're fighting over who's going to do the regulating of crypto, which is good. In 2018, nobody fought over crypto. No one even talked about crypto, daggone. And so, daggone, I'm glad they're fighting over it. Let's just hope one of them wins quickly, and we can get the tsunami coming forthwith. All right, so bang. And then finally, oh yeah, Fidelity talking with the regulators for mainstream crypto assets. Bang! Look, bang! Look, bang! Look, bang! Look, bang! Y'all know about Fidelity. You talked about it here many, many times. And y'all know how America works. You know how America rolls. America's all about the money. Right? America ain't China. Right? You see, America, capital controls the state. Right? In other words, your government, your state. Yeah. Well, in China, state controls capital. And thankfully for us, we live in a place where, luck. You believe whatever you believe or whatever you want. But I'm just saying, thankfully for us in this crypto space, thankfully here in America, capital controls the state. In other words, those guys give the money to the politicians. They do what is necessary, what they're told to do. Whores. I told you, a bunch of whores. Congress are just the highest paid whores in the land. That's really all it is. And, well, thankfully for us, we've got banksters that want to buy what we have, and they're going to pay all the whores they need to get it done. Bang! Look! Bang! Look! Bang! Daggone right. Oh, daggone right. We got a Congress full of whores, and thankfully, our hold on, let me calm down. Fuck, I love this Fidelity thing so much. Let me calm down.
Settle down, Shomari.
I know. We're almost at the end. Let's just wrap this thing up. Thankfully for us, those whores, thankfully for us, well, those who can afford those whores are on our side of the crypto thing. JP Morgan, bang! Charles Schwab, bang! Bank of America, bang! Wells Fargo, bang! And here it is, Fidelity. Yeah, Fidelity has more assets under management than any other banking institution in America. When Fidelity starts throwing money around Washington, their issues get dealt with in a prioritized manner. You know what I'm saying? If you're like a gay people, LGBT rights, well, you guys don't have much money. You know what I mean? No marriage for you. When you're Fidelity, you want crypto? Okay, we'll get it to you right away, sir. No problem, Mr. Fidelity. No problem, sir. You see how it works? You know what I mean? You want to help out the immigrants? Well, immigrants don't have much money. Yeah, well, when JP Morgan runs around Washington, we'd like some crypto regs. Crypto regs get done. And that's what we've seen. That's how America works. As sad as it is, I'm not saying I agree or disagree, guys. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying how it works. for the overseas viewers of the channel who don't understand the true, nature of American greed. The true nature of politics and stuff here in America. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's good, because it isn't good. It's horrible. I grew up in Canada. You're not allowed to do that, right? And you people in Europe and every civilized world, we're not allowed to do that. America is a nice blend of third world bribery and first world production, right? You ever think about that? Right? Like in your country, like where I grew up in Canada, you're not allowed to do that. And where you are in Europe, the UK, Australia, what do we got? Iceland, where else do I got people? Greenland, English-speaking countries, you're not allowed to just buy your politicians. Your politicians have to, do what you want, right? The citizens, around here, they don't give a fuck about citizens. They give about straight cash, homie. And that's what's good for us, though. That's what's good for us, though, is that, the banksters want in. Well, the banksters are the one holding all the cash. They're the 1%. They're the one holding the cash, all of it. And so this is great for us. And here's Fidelity. It's a behemoth. It's a monster. Fidelity, if you don't know about Fidelity, it's a global financial sort of monster. Right, what we just read, it said 10 point something trillion assets under management. Like, that's more than most countries' GDP, motherfucker, right? Like America, we have $19 trillion GDP a year. So Fidelity is controlling half of the, if you were to look at it in numbers, like half of America's all GDP of all the goods and services sold in America for the year. Fuck. That's power. That's power. It makes Jamie Dimon and those boys at JP Morgan and Bank of America pussies. Makes them look like a bunch of punks. Bunch of bitches. And so that's what's good news, guys. Fidelity's, this big old gorilla is weighing in and telling American politicians, look, I want crypto. When Fidelity says they want something, well, that's what's going to happen. And so, look, that means you're going to be rich. You're going to be mega rich. Just build your cryptocurrency warehouse big. Bang! Build your cryptocurrency warehouse strong. Bang! And fill it with revenue-generating product. And those banksters and Fidelity are going to bring us the chicken, going to bring us the tsunami we need. So on that note, let's chill it and kill it. Bang! Let's get you back to your wives and lives. Subscribe below, press the bell. You get an automatic notification when I do the show. The greatest show on earth. And you have just witnessed the greatest show in the multiverse. Look, my name's Shomari Clarke. Love talking money, love talking crypto. Bang! This is the favorite time of my day. So thanks for having me in your home, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. See you soon with a fun fact-filled day of crypto talk. Wow. Fidelity. Until then, subscribe here and press the bell. Watch that video there. It's greatest in the multiverse. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. My name is Shomari Clarke. Love talking money. Love watching our money. And look, most importantly, bang! I am always on duty. Bang! Look. Until next time. Over and out.